Forecast First, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
It's been a nice sunny day across Central Illinois, and that's going to remain to be the case for the next couple hours and also for our Friday as well. As look at our current temperatures right now, it's 57 degrees in Champaign, Decatur, Taylorville is there as well. Mattoon is at 57, and we've got Charleston's first mid-weather camera up on our roofing dog. On it, you can see the totally clear skies out there. That's going to play an important forecast role for us tonight, since we do anticipate some frost developing. Also, very calm winds already. That's not going to change much either for the overnight hours. So clear with calm winds. It's going to be cold tonight with temperatures dropping down eventually into the middle 30s, if not even a few lower 30s as well. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
Police have surrounded this neighborhood for a teenager who was shot. What details we know so far?
It's not teachers who could be going on strike, but the people who help them. Why teaching assistants in one district want to walk out.
Because no matter what I do up there, it won't have the impact that it does with you.
One teacher brought reinforcements into the classroom. Wait until you hear the feel-good reason she had these brothers back in second grade.
We begin with breaking news tonight. A teenager was shot in Rantoul this afternoon.
It happened around 3:45 near Autumn Fields Lane and Pheasant Ridge Drive. WCIA 3's Jennifer Jensen is live there now at the scene. Jennifer, what can you tell us?
Police are here investigating right now. They tell me a teenager was walking down this street when he was shot. This is what we're looking at right now. That teenager was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. Police don't have any suspects yet, but they are talking to witnesses right now and gathering information on what happened. For now, these are all the details that they are releasing. But I will continue to stay out here on the scene and bring you the latest updates as police release them. For now, live in Rantoul, I'm Jennifer Jensen, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Jennifer, thank you.
New at 5, crews are investigating a house fire in Danville. It happened at the corner of Porter and Main Street around 3:30. No word if anyone was home at the time. People in the area say streets are blocked off. Teaching assistants across Decatur are preparing to go on strike.
They've been working without a contract since July. They've announced they'll start their strike on October 29th if a deal isn't reached. WCIA 3's Cole Hankey met with the union president today. So, Cole, what's the problem? Why can't the two sides come to an agreement?
Well, Decatur Public Schools and the teachers' assistants unions can't come to terms on the cost for the teacher assistants' health insurance. If they can't come to a compromise by October 29th, then the teachers' assistants will go on strike. Teachers' assistants in Decatur who make around $20,000 per year would pay too much under the district's proposal, according to union president Paula Busboom. The union is countering with the same health insurance pricing plan that the teachers in the district pay. Busboom says that her and her members feel underappreciated by the board.
And I think that it's time that that board comes to the realization that we are not just a paid volunteer in those classrooms, and that we do have a significant impact on the education of all of our children in this district.
The district responded with a statement saying in part, quote, "It is important to acknowledge that the Board of Education values each member of our staff, and we strive to provide a competitive salary and benefits package for our employees while being fiscally responsible and accountable to the Decatur community that we serve." The almost 300 teachers' assistants that are split between general education and special education in the districts. If the strike does happen and it goes for too long, Busboom said that programs like preschool and others like that could be threatened because the grants that fund them require teachers' assistants. Jennifer?
All right, thank you so much, Cole, for that. Now, the two sides will meet at least 2 more times before the strike could start on the 29th. The union will be at the district's board meeting Tuesday. There'll be another formal meeting the very next day.
We have a follow-up on negotiations in Farmer City. Blue Ridge teachers are set to strike at the end of the month if an agreement isn't reached there. They've been working without a contract since June. Last night, people packed the board meeting. Several people gave emotional speeches in support of teachers and staff. The last scheduled negotiation session is Monday. They can give more if no agreement is reached, but a strike date is set for October 28th if one is not. The Champaign Educational Support Professionals and Board of Education have reached a tentative agreement. The two have agreed on a 3-year contract. The CESP will take the tentative agreement to their membership for ratification. That will be on the 26th. The Board of Education will vote on it on the 28th.
One organization handed out more than $1,000 today to help teachers in 2 cities. The Champaign-Urbana Schools Foundation gave 6 grants to teachers to buy classroom books. They had more than 270 teachers apply for the grants. The foundation's executive director says it is so important for children to start reading early.
Up until 3rd grade, they're learning how to read. After 3rd grade, they have to read to be able to learn. It's really important that early literacy period, pre-K up through 3rd grade, they've really got to nail down their letters and their sounds and putting words together, so that after 3rd grade, when there's a lot of learning ahead, they can use those reading skills.
Hill says this is just the start of their grant giving season. She says they plan to hand out $60,000 this year. It can be hard to get a classroom full of 2nd graders to sit still for more than 10 minutes. But 2 visitors at a Champaign school today were able to do just that.
Yeah, Joe and Joseph Mapson were sitting in the same spot as those 2nd graders over 30 years ago. Now, their old teacher wants them to influence her students today. WCIA 3's Andy Olson got to visit the class. Andy, what were they able to tell that classroom of kids?
Well, Paul, they told the 20 or so students at Garden Hills Academy that focus and listening will help each of them achieve whatever they want. The Mapsons were in town after recently being inducted into the Concordia St. Paul Hall of Fame for their time playing football there. Joe and Joseph had teacher Marion Wyatt starting in 2nd grade in 1988. Wyatt wanted to bring them to class to show her students what they're able to achieve. The brothers shared stories on what helped them succeed and helped students with their reading tests. They say they love giving back and being a positive example for their community.
When you're sitting there in the 2nd grade class, you would never dream in 1,000 years you'd be able to be in a position where you can come back and you can speak to kids, and hopefully that'll touch them in a positive way.
Because no matter what I do up there, it won't have the impact that it does with you, because so many of them look like you, and you make a difference that I can't.
Joseph was a preschool teacher for 13 years after college. He says Wyatt and his other teachers in Champaign were a big reason as to why he went into it. Coming up tonight at 6, we talk to community leaders about how they're trying to curb youth violence. They all agreed setting an example for kids is that place to start. Paul?
All right, Andy, thanks. We have an update on a solar farm project in Monticello. The school board has nixed those plans. The project was rejected by the city council back in June. It was later passed after modified plans moved it away from homes in the area and closer to the middle school. The project would mean the baseball and soccer fields would have to move. The board didn't take it up for a vote. The superintendent says they plan to move on without the solar farm.
It's that time, flu shot season. Who's going to get them for free?
Plus, it's mating season for deer, which means dangerous driving for you. One thing you need to make sure you're doing on dark roads.